everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The running attacks on both sides should be a key factor in today's game as both teams come in ranked top 10 in rushing touchdowns. It's the Bears going up against the Packers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dante Moncrief, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a run with Montgomery. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Rodgers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Trubisky to throw. A swing pass caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now Trubisky on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go now. Green.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Completes it to Moncrief left side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now it's Rodgers. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what?
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Packers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
319.
On play action, now Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
3 down. 3 down. Watch tight end. Here we go now. Gone.
On second down, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. That's complete to Meredith. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Packers get set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers to throw on second down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cameron Meredith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears add on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm. Congratulations.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And some room to work. And avoids the contact by sliding. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. first down. Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll get 3 up to midfield.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Alec Ogletree in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A give. This is Montgomery. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They run. Montgomery. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Wide open receiver complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go. Green. Gun.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go now. Over.
Here's Trubisky. Past the 20. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 4th. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. He's also made a jump.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Rodgers. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.